Welcome back to Fast Money. The holiday season is officially underway, but a surge of homebound Americans turning to e-commerce for gift shopping might spell trouble for the transports. Frank Holland's got the story. Hey, Frank.
Hey there, Melissa. You know, the holiday peak from Black Friday to New Year's Day is traditionally not really a great time for the stocks of carriers like UPS and FedEx, despite the boom in business, especially in recent years as e-commerce grows. For example, last year, both really underperforming the broader market. Transport's also facing the headwind of a trucker shortage. The U.S. will end this year with an estimated 200,000 fewer drivers due to the pandemic, closing training schools, delaying the licensing of drivers, and leading many older drivers into retirement. Now, that may not seem like a lot with nearly 4 million drivers here in the U.S., but demand for trucking, it more than doubled last month. And major trucking companies, they have all warned about rising rates and difficulty in hiring and retaining drivers in their most recent earnings. The CEO of Werner Enterprises, a trucker for Walmart, says it's already impacting product availability for all of us and raising the cost for retailers.
Well, I think if the driver shortage persists, it's one of the impacts on inventory levels at stores, and it's one of the impacts on what ultimately drives rates.
And demand for delivery vans and tractor trailers also spiking as companies go to the used market for supply. FedEx and UPS, they've been clear to us. They say that shortage is not directly impacting them. But both companies are facing the challenge of an avalanche of less profitable residential e-commerce and the impact on their margins. Melissa, back over to you.
Frank, thank you. Frank Holland. You would think that they would be the most wonderful time of year for these players, Tim. But in the past, we have seen shipping delays really impact stocks because of the massive disappointment. I mean, if Mike didn't get that game console about an hour ago now, and that happened on a widespread basis across America, that could be an issue for a UPS or a FedEx.
Yeah, I hope he did, because he's now not only destroyed the Santa Claus concept, but he better walk in the door with that thing. And if you think about what happened to FedEx and UPS last year, yeah, it was a big issue, and there was huge bottlenecks that they couldn't work through. I think the performance of those stocks, though, and it was really the previous two holiday seasons were more a function of cyclicality of the economy and where they were leading indicators. But look, what we've learned from UPS and FedEx is that they've actually mastered the essentially the B2C and as opposed to the B2B side, which seemed to be higher margin. But again, what FedEx is doing on integrating Ground and Express and some of those synergies and actually using the entire system and doing things we didn't think they were going to do is part of that story. I'm long FedEx. I stay long. Transports have outperformed the S&P by 15 to 20% since July. So for those people that think it's time to take profits, I don't think we're through that yet.
Yeah, Bonawyn, what do you think?
I mean, I think, Tina, simply there really isn't another alternative, right? So, yeah, clearly you might see some cost pressure in the interim, but I really think these companies have done a good job. This isn't a new phenomenon now, right? We've been in this lockdown situation. The advances that they've been able to make on the logistic front have already kind of transpired. So I really don't think this is much of a headwind in terms of share price. And again, I reiterate, there really isn't another alternative. This is a reason why I did mention names like Target and Walmart, Amazon, et cetera, that do have local distribution and have kind of gotten in front of this holiday rush scenario. But I think you've seen all these companies kind of prep for this and get ahead of the curve.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.